and with the same enthusiasm and eagerness as he was, as if he was with Bhakti Maharaj in his young age. We heard at the last time how Mahajana Prabhu uh, took us to the Gita Nagari with the record, with the association of Srila Param Gurudev, and we all were transported there. And many devotees, Prabhuji have expressed that it was very wonderful, awesome session. Devotees were very touched because we never heard such pastimes so affectionately, deeply, the way you told us. When I expressed Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, he was very happy. He was extremely happy that we are hearing about Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj from you. So we are extremely grateful to you, very thankful to you. These are small words, but the nectar which you are giving us, it has unlimited values. So we once again welcome you, Prabhuji, to take us in the journey ahead as you want us to take us, whatever you want to tell us. And after that, if the devotees will have some discussion, some queries, we will take that. Thank you, Prabhuji. You are most welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Thank you very much. These are big words that you are, expressing now. Yeah, I don't know. We are people living in this world, spirit souls, covered by matter. And in this journey that I personally making on this planet Earth, for some reason unknown, of course, to me, I've been chosen by Bhakti Tirtha Swami to express. But I'm not the only one, because there are many devotees who can say so many wonderful things about Bhakti Tirtha Swami, and from the last days, because I was not the one who has more association. Imagine, if I'm not the one who has more association, how will be the one, how much nectar you can get from the ones who have a lot of association, or from the one who has the most association. So I'm just one soul that was there, and I have learned all this, and I'm just attempting to speak up something which is good for you to know, just because he told me to do it. Because if it's for me, usually I'm not just going, there talking about all these things. But he told me to tell everyone, so that's what I do, and I'm the one who is extremely grateful to you to give me this opportunity. With this, with the Mataji, Sakshi, I think it was Sakshi, the one who called me and said, Prabhu, we would like to hear from you, and please, can you tell us something? He said, how am I going to do that? I'm going to sit in my office and just speak up. I need to, if I speak, I want to speak for many people, so many people can take advantage of all this. So and I gave her the idea of an interview, and she talks to you, and you are doing such a wonderful service. And because she was so moved, by Bhakti Tirtha Swami's personality and purity and greatness, I said she started the whole thing. So I'm extremely grateful to her and to you, Prabhu, that you're just making all this happen, and to all the devotees who are listening, because they give me the opportunity to purify myself. Because as you will say, yesterday, next the previous Saturday, previous encounter, that you were saying that we become purified just to talking about, pure devotees, what to speak about your own guru or your own or your param guru. So as you say it, I was reflecting on that, and I said, yeah, this is actually my purification. And otherwise, I'm going to be engaged in all this. I mean, fine, I have a wonderful family. I love my family and all that. But I'm going to be on Saturday, engaging, family life and just, practical things, which are okay because we also do this for our guru and for Krishna. But this gives me a chance to absorb myself and to reflect, in my relationship with my guru. And because I have to tell you the truth, for many years, my guru became something that was like a tacit. I don't know if you know the word tacit, something that is there, but is not expressed, It's like he was, okay, I know I have a guru. I have a guru. And I know he's a wonderful personality, and I know his greatness and all that. I learned so much from him, and he's my savior, all that. But the day-to-day life, it takes you in different paths, practicalities and doing things, trying to get money to maintain the family. And then sometimes we just move a little away from our path of spiritual path, of our real deep relationship with our spiritual master. I was reflecting this morning because I have to tell you, yesterday I saw a movie of Jesus Christ, and his disciples, the importance of the relationship with the guru. Actually, this is the most important relationship, because we're trying to get Krishna, fine, but we try to get Krishna, but we will never get Krishna if it's not through guru. I mean, we will never get Krishna even the Manjaris has their own gurus, how to make the garlands, how to serve Krishna. So our guru is something. The connection with our guru is an eternal connection. So we better understand very well how not only understand, work on it in our relationship with our guru. We have to work on it, not in a sentimental way. I know with many of us, we think, okay, because I have some problems with my father or with my parents, let's say, so to speak. I just, my guru is my father, or my guru is my brother, and so we take some from our emotional side. We take our guru as the one who will cover our needs from our dysfunctional family, So, and we see the guru in a sentimental way, or as Bhakti Tirtha Swami will put it, we see a guru as a hero. This is our hero. Okay?
Yes.
Which is kind of, okay, no problem. It is our hero. Of course, it's our hero. But we shouldn't see it in this superficial way. We should have a strong connection with our spiritual master, and we have to have a dynamic relationship with our guru, with our spiritual master, because he's going to reveal to us. He's going to reveal to us the spiritual world. He's going to reveal to us the MO, the modus operandis of how we are going to serve Radha and Krishna properly. He's the one who is going to tell us that we are not going to get this from the books. We get from the books, we get enthused, and we learn about philosophy and all that. But actually, our emotional relationships, our rasa that we get it from because it's revealed by the way our guru is teaching us how to serve Guru and Gauranga, Radha and Krishna and Guru, Radha and Krishna. So for us, it's a big purification. You are helping me to start to think deeply about Bhakti Tirtha Swami again. I'm just getting again into a mood of I'm a disciple of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, because for many years I've been so caught up in material life, trying to arrange for my materials, surviving, materially and spiritually, and was difficult for me. I have to tell you, I just opened my heart to you, and I tell you that it was very difficult for me. And now you bring me back at my Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. And so I'm extremely grateful to you. Thank you very much. And I hope I will be up to the standard. Okay, I understand that whatever I said, all the things that I said the last time were nice, because I was telling you the things that I experienced. So I present to you what I have seen, what I have seen there. So I like a via media for you to see, like in a television program,
Yes.
you've been there, as you nicely said, you've been there, and I'm glad that I can do that. Basically, I tell you more or less everything that I saw and I experienced. There are also how I felt, or the emotions I felt were something private. It's not that private that I don't want to say it. It's difficult to explain what I feel like. For example, I don't know if I mentioned last time, when I was reading, I don't even know if I told you the episode. Yeah, I think I said, when I was reading to him next to his when he was on bed, bedridden, the night before he left his body. He left this world, not his body, because his body was transcendental as himself, But the night before he left this world, I was reading to him. I told you about reading the Ananda Vrindavan Champu. Okay, I didn't mention the book because I forgot that last time. But that was the book, Ananda Vrindavan Champu from Kavi Karnapura. And I was reading, and I was experiencing being in the spiritual world. Actually, I was with him in the spiritual world. This is that was my feeling, and these kind of things, it makes you think in the worst part of your time, of your life, when you are passing through the dark night of the soul. Sometimes, because we all pass some moment at one point in our life. It's a very, very tough time in our life. That could be, the Christians, they call it the dark night of the soul. And Bhakti Tirtha Swami used to speak about that too, many times. When we pass through the dark night of the soul, these are the memories that they help you to go through. I've been there. I've been there with my spiritual master. I wash his lotus feet. I talked to him. He gave me this instruction. He looked at me in a very loving way. He was merciful with me. Now I'm in Maya. This is a difficult time, but this is the only way that I can have victory over this fabulous enemy, which is my attachment to this external energy of the Lord. The only way that I'm going to get victory over this energy is just taking shelter at the lotus feet of my Guru Maharaj. And so when you're taking shelter at the lotus feet of your Guru Maharaj, and then you are fighting with him. I mean, he will be next to you fighting to this formidable, incredible enemy, which is your attachment to the material world. Because the material world is not our enemy. It's our attachment to the material world. This material world is is the Maya is the energy of the Lord. And it's formidable, and it's wonderful. But it's Duratyaya because we are attached to it. And the only way, the only way that we can have victory over this enemy is Maya Metan Tarantite. Yeah, it's just Prapadyante, surrendering to the Lord's feet of Krishna. And how we surrender to the Lord's feet of Krishna is surrender to the Lord's feet of the spiritual master. So the spiritual master is the one who is going to fight side by side with us to this formidable, immense enemy, which is the attachment. And that's why we're passing through this dark night of the soul. But if we know that Guru is always there, it's always, it always be tarantite. It will be very easy for us to cross this material world. So you are helping me to again have my Guru Maharaj next to me and think that, I mean, have consciousness that he is next to me, because he's always next to us. I give you a little thing about him, a little, I don't know, pastimes, we would say. One day I was preaching in Mexico, and for many years, because he has this type of preaching that it was a very eclectic type of preaching, I tried to get his mood too. And for many, many years, I've been preaching in a very eclectic environments, like with shamans in Mexico, with New Agers, and with strange yogis or mystics. I always like to move in those environments. Okay. And at one time I was living in Mexico and in a little town, and I was preaching, and many people was following, because I have a TV program. Before, I used to have a TV program in Argentina. It was quite famous, and so people know me from there. Anyway, so I became a little, known there. And one of the gurus that they have, they brought all their disciples to listen to me. So one time we make a round thing in the forest. We were in the middle of the forest. So we make a round, we all sit in a round way, in a circle. So I was sitting there, and everybody was dancing their own, thing they doing for their mystic things or whatever. And I see one person was looking at me. I was sitting there. It was looking at me. So the whole thing finished. So this person came to me, listened to me, and said, and talked to me, and said, and I said, why you were looking to me in this way? He said, because I see that next to you was a black man, wearing saffron, next to you. So, when I say these things, this is not to put myself in the center, but what I'm trying to illustrate with this is your Guru Maharaj is always with you. We just go away from the path, and we think that the Guru is not with us, that we already lost track, that material life overcame us, and it's nothing that we can do. And it's a very simple thing. We have to chant Hare Krishna, and follow your Guru Maharaj's instruction. So this is what I would like to say. I don't know. I don't know much. I don't have much association with my Guru Maharaj, except for the last 3 months. So and I said everything the last time that we met. So I would like to open up for questions. Maybe you have some questions, or maybe you would like to express something, and that will be very nice. So I can enrich my spiritual life from your inputs.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to acknowledge, most of us wanted to hear about Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj always. We always cherished reading his books, his kirtan, his lectures, but we wanted to hear more and more. So one thing I personally see, like now you told that the person saw Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj near you, that he's a black person. In somehow or other, we also are feeling, we have same feeling, that it is a plan of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, that he brought you to us because he wanted us to hear about him through you. because that's your seva, as you told us. So we can feel it. It's not a incident or coincidence. It is a plan of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Secondly, I also feel that through you, the whole world will know more about Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, the coming generations, as we will try to follow the footsteps of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Whatever we are hearing from you, learning from you, from other devotees, we are going to hear. As we will practice in our life, we feel that Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj will be more present now in our life and also in others' life. And that is one of our mission. That is one of our mission. As you told us that we have to live. So we also give you some kind of assurance that we will try our best to do some justice with whatever you are telling us. And Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj is acting through you. We can see it very clearly. And that way, he is giving us those things which he wanted through you. Third thing is, I don't know if you are coming Mayapur next year for the Navdeep Mandal
I'm
Parikrama.
planning.
Okay,
I'm really planning.
thank you
Yeah.
very much. So I have been attending Param Gurudev Vyas Puja from last 8 years, because that is 8 years before I met Srila Gurudev. Through him, I got connection more with Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Before that, I used to hear the Black Lotus, but there's no more connection because we always kept Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj only in book, only in lecture, only in dance. We don't want to follow his footsteps by saying that, oh, he is a Paramhamsa, Mahabhagavat, great devotee, Acharya, and we cannot do that. But I think that is also an excuse on the name of saying that, oh, he is a very great devotee. But why he is great devotee and why we are not? He wants us to follow him. That's why the Acharya lives a life. So when I met one of his disciple, Maheshwara Master, and also his great Shivas Prabhu, I saw many devotees, so wonderful. They're so personal. They are doing kirtan, they are doing dancing, they have same kind of devotee care. They also speak the same language as their guru. So I got fascinated. So last 8 years, I have been attending the Vyas Puja offering at Mayapur. But now this year, we were thinking it to make really grand, it to make really the way Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj wants thing. Yeah. As Prabhupada says, do something big.
Mm.
Chase for rhinoceros. Yeah. So we will try our best. So that is the one thing. And if you are coming, we will be very.
I go and help you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
thank you.
Let me
Thank
tell
you
you
very much.
something. The first two Vyasa Pujas after he left, I was a brahmachari at the time, and I said, okay, I will be in charge of collecting as much money as I can to do this Vyasa Puja. So I got the idea because I always wanted to do it, and because I'm in the West, in the Western countries, you know, these things are not very popular. What I will tell you now. So I got the idea of just grabbing my chadar and go door to door asking for alms, you know, for money for Bhakti Tirtha Swami's Vyasa Puja, you know. So I went to that. We're talking about this will be 2006 and 2007. No? So, Prabhu, I'm telling you, I was every single door in the Mayapur campus. At that time, was not so many people living. You know, was not so many neighborhoods around and all that. But anyway, I went to at least 60, 70 or 60 houses. Every single house was wanted to give everything for Bhakti Tirtha Swami. Everything. They just got me inside. They want to give me food. They want to say, well, I'm sorry, I'm just came here to ask for some alms because we're trying to make a very grand, Vyasa Puja for Bhakti Tirtha Swami. Everything for Bhakti Tirtha Swami. Wherever you ask us, they were giving so much money, so much Lakshmi. And one day I just knocked some door, and I saw all these Gurukulis. The house was full of Gurukulis having fun. They were, Gurukulis not always are very strict and very. They were listening to music. They were having fun. They were like 17 years old girls, 17 years old boys, and laughing and playing and talking, wherever. When I mentioned, I said, I knocked the door and they saw a brahmachari coming in. I said, okay, yeah, how can we help you? One girl told me. I said, well, I'm just getting some alms for Bhakti Tirtha Swami, Vyasa Puja. So she called everyone, all the boys and girls that were inside, and they were very young people, for Bhakti Tirtha Swami, everything. Everyone started to give money and chip in some money and give wherever they have, because Gurukulis, they love Bhakti Tirtha Swami, because Bhakti Tirtha Swami really took very good care of them when he was on the planet.
Yes.
You really care for these Gurukulis who were mistreated or abused or whatever. So this was the mood of compassion. Because if you had to tell me, okay, what was the biggest how you say quality of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, I would say that he was the embodiment of compassion. Because compassion is to be something. Mercy is to give something. First, you have to become compassion. And then once you are compassionate, and then you can give, which is mercy. You give mercy based on how you feel the pain of others. When he said, stop the morphine, when they were giving morphine for the pain that he has, to kill the pain that he has, he's saying, just stop this morphine. And the doctors, they told him, if you stop the morphine, the pain will be unbearable. I mean, you won't be able to stand the pain that you will feel. And he said, I will feel the pain of the devotees of ISKCON in my flesh. I want this is what I want. So stop this drug. And they stopped the drug, and the pain every day, the pain was very, very, very intense. Okay, because what it means, that means that he was so compassionate that he wanted to feel the pain of everyone so he can give the mercy. So if you are able to feel the pain of others, you will do it unto others that what you would like that others do unto you.
Yes.
But first you have to feel that pain. First you have to feel that pain. So that means compassion. So Bhakti Tirtha Swami with the Gurukulis, he felt the pain of all these kids. He really felt it. And because he felt it, he made his extra million miles out of his way to help out these boys and these girls. And that is not only recognized and is appreciated by all these Gurukulis. That's why Bhakti Tirtha Swami is so much loved by all the young generation. But young, now they are not too young. But anyway. But yeah.
Yes, thank you, Guruji. So we are waiting for you very eagerly. We are waiting for you in India.
Yes,
next
definitely.
year, and we will try to have a wonderful Vyas Puja in a very devotional, affectionate way, as Srila Bhakti Maharaj always lived his life. We want to present the legacy of Bhakti Maharaj, and not just in the words. We also want to take some project to revolutionize those teachings of Bhakti Maharaj in our life. Like we are going to start early morning chanting at 2 a.m. the way he used to do. We have wonderful dancing. We go for Hainam Sankirtan. We do book distribution. We do devotee care. We have farm community where we grow what we eat. We make what we dress, what we need, we make those things. So we want to again bring it back in our life in a practical way. We also want to introduce Srila Bhakti Tirtha books to more people, especially the doctors, the engineers, the chartered accountants, the managers, the CEOs, all those people in India nowadays. There's so much depression increasing, but Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj has given solution of all the problems, practically so many problems which he could see that time 20 years back. So now it's our responsibility. So our one of the attempt is to come together for the Naudi Mandal Parikrama to get surcharged by the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Jiva Goswami by doing parikrama, and then take the blessings of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj by hearing about him, by reading about him, and then go back to our countries, our states, our cities, and practically apply in our life.
Recharged.
So very, yes,
becomes recharged. Yes.
recharged.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yes, and we are also requesting Sister Sakshi that she will also have more devotees, like you told, those who were with Srila Param Gurudev last time, and also those who know more. So we'll have such kind of sessions more and more every month, so that we are always in touch with Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. So
one thing,
yes,
remember, I'm sure you went there not last year, not this year, because this year I didn't go. The year before, you went in the Vyasa Puja, right? Bhakti Tirtha
yes,
Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. Did
yes,
you notice
last
something? I don't know if you were in the meeting. I think you were in the meeting that we have with us with the God brothers and God
yes,
sisters. Okay, we decided to cook. I think that was for 500 people or something like that. I don't know if you.
yes,
I don't know the number.
yes,
And we
yes,
trying to have only that people, 500 people taking prasadam. So we give tickets, or where I don't remember that. I think they were ticket or something.
token,
So
yeah, token,
the tokens, but
yeah,
nothing worked out. And instead of having 500 people, we have like, I don't know, 2,000 people.
yes,
But the prasadam was eternal. Was prasadam was there. I was the last one. I think I was the last one to take prasadam because I've been serving or whatever. And I just got a big plate full of prasadam, and still was prasadam there. And people from all over Mayapur came. People from the street, workers, men, women, kids. They don't have anything to do with Bhakti Tirtha Swami. And I don't know. Probably we have double or triple, not triple, but let's say double and a half of the people that we're supposed to have. And the prasadam was there. So these transcendental things are always happening, and by the mercy of the guru, everybody gets fed. Everybody can take prasadam because this is the arrangement. It's all this is so transcendental that we cannot even think about, how it works.
thank you.
It was very nice. Yeah.
With that, we would like to invite the devotees. They want to ask something, and they want to have some discussion, some conversation, some teachings. किसी भक्त को कुछ पूछना है, तो maybe we have one question from Deepali Mataji. I would like to read out, Prabhuji.
Yes, please do.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to I had tried to figure out how Vista. Here it is. Wait a second.
yes.
Just want to see everybody's face. Okay, go.
Okay, thank you. Our
You're welcome.
sister Deepali, she is asking a question. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, I wanted to know from your experience that what are some particular activities or traits that we can do which will please Param Gurudev the most. My second question is that, Prabhuji, can you please elaborate more on how we can feel the presence of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, Param Gurudev, and our spiritual master with us? what are some things which we should implement to feel this? Thank you for this wonderful class. It is really helping me to know more about my glorious Param Gurudev.
Okay, let's go, Dipali, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Let's go with the first one first. I mean, the first one. Please, tell me this, the question again, the first one.
Yes,
Radha Madhava
I will.
Prabhu.
Yes, I will tell. I will tell. The first question is, I wanted to know more. I want to know from your experiences that what are the some particular activities or traits that we can do which will please Srila Bhakti Maharaj Param Gurudev the most.
Okay, we all know that the most important activity is to focus in our chanting of the holy names of the Lord, because from there, everything will come. Everything will come from there. Okay, so we know, either for Bhakti Tirtha Swami or for any bona fide guru and devotee of Prabhupada and Guru and Goranga and Goranitai, any devotee who is really bona fide will ask you for that. Just really focus on your chanting. Just try to make your chanting pure. Okay, that's one thing. But the practicalities of the let's say the day-to-day things that we should do, that the qualities that we should develop, is the quality of compassion and care. Compassion and care. Okay, compassion means try to see others, what is their needs, their interests, and their preoccupations. Those three things. How you put it in English? Necesidades, intereses,
Nice.
yeah, knives. Okay, so try
Very
to see
interesting.
that, and then you start to see yourself as an assistant of that person. You always try to assist people, not in the sense, okay, now I'm doing a service. This is my service, and I have to do it because I must do it because my Gurudev or my Param Gurudev. Yeah, that at the beginning could be like that, but try to make this as your life motto, as your this is your life. Always see yourself as an assistant. How can I assist people to grow? Don't get into people's life in the sense that if they don't invite you to their life, you just, well, I'm here to assist you because I'm such a great, Guruji. No. But you just try to see he needs this. Okay, can I provide this to him? Yes, I provide it. She needs that. Can I provide that to her? Yes, I provide it. I cannot provide it? Okay, I just stay back. Okay? So in this way, you always a servant of, and you don't care who. You may say, well, I'm doing service to my guru and I'm just cooking a khichdi to my guru, and that's a very important service. No, that's a very important service, but also it's a very important service that you assist someone to do the smallest thing in order to help them grow, and in order to help them walk towards the development of their Krishna consciousness. That is the most important thing, and you're gonna get that through mercy. Through the development of your own compassion. Once you are compassionate, you can be merciful. If you're compassionate but you are not merciful, you're a kripana. You're a kripana, means a miser, and we shouldn't be a miser. We understand what people needs. We give if we can. If we cannot, we just do whatever we can. That's how I will answer it. I don't know. And the second one?
It's a very powerful. These two things you have mentioned, in my experience of last 14 years in Krishna consciousness, I have not heard such a perfect answer. And I am surely expecting such perfect answer from you because you are that disciple of the
Because
perfect.
that's the answer that will be Bhakti Tirtha Swami, I think.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what is powerful.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
Bhakti Tismat always use this word, servant leader. That's what you were trying
Yes.
to tell us, that
Yes.
we have to always assist others through development of our compassion and care. We should be merciful, taking care of the needs of everybody, not just our own guru or our
Yeah.
own lover, but everyone. So
And I
thank
tell you
you.
something else. Sorry that
Yes,
I interrupt you. I tell you something else. It's nothing. Nothing. It doesn't matter if it's ISKCON, if it's the church, or if it's any designation, any relationship. It's nothing more important. Nothing more important than devotee care.
yes,
No cow protection. I mean, everything is important, but it's over cow protection. Well, cow protection is like devotee care because Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. You know, Krishna is loving of the cow. But what I'm
yes,
saying is administration or big temples or nothing more important than care for the devotees, because
yes,
that is the heart of Lord Krishna.
exactly.
That's the heart of Lord Krishna, no? Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanhitayacha. These are my heart. You know, the cows, the devotees, you know, and the land of Vrindavan. So take care of them, and then you win Krishna's heart. Okay,
Yeah,
second one.
wonderful. So I will go to the second question of Sister Dipali. My second question is that, Prabhuji, can you please elaborate more on how we can feel the presence of Srila Bhakti Swami Maharaj and our
Sorry.
spiritual,
How we can feel what?
how can feel the
Okay.
presence of Srila Bhakti Swami Maharaj and our spiritual master with us. What are some things which we should implement to feel this presence with us?
Okay. Okay. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami said, I will bring more and more and more people through you. I mean, I will, through all of you, through his disciples, I will come more and more and more present to the new people. Okay, so you supposed to be the new people, okay, who are coming, like, you know, you are 10 years devotee, 15 years devotee, 20 years, well, still you are newer than us, for example, see, or junior than us. So you're supposed to come, and for some way or another, you probably you're supposed to be disciple of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, as we're supposed to be disciple of Srila Prabhupada. When we come in, we're supposed to be disciples of Srila, we are disciples of Srila Prabhupada, but we just getting Prabhupada through Bhakti Tirtha Swami, in my case. So
Yes.
you are a disciple of His Holiness Srila Bhakti Damodar Maharaj. Through, you getting Bhakti Tirtha Swami through him. Okay,
Yes.
and then you're getting Prabhupada through Bhakti Tirtha Swami, and you're getting Bhakti Tirtha Swami through Bhakti Dhira Damodar Maharaj. So the best way to have the presence of your Param Gurudev is serve very nicely your Guru Maharaj, because he is the link. He will be the link. Is as Srila Bhaktidhira Damodar Maharaj is a perfect, pure, and pristine link of His Holiness Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami. So serve him nicely. Wherever he said, you just surrender completely, and then you will feel the presence of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, because Bhakti Tirtha Swami is there embodied in the body of your Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my idea,
Yes.
how I
Thank
understand
you
it.
very much. Yes, I was reading Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj book, The Leadership. In that, he was writing about a Guru Parampara. So he was saying the most important service one can do, one can become one of the chain of the disciplic succession. He can become that, and through that, the Guru Parampara can follow. So, like now, you perfectly answered that. If you want to know about Bhakti Maharaj or you want to please him, it will be through the pleasing our spiritual master, who is now having that connection through him. Thank
I
you
give
very much.
you Thank you. I give you one example. When the day I got initiated, usually you got initiated and then you go to your Guru Maharaj and say, Guru Maharaj, how can I serve you? Usually this is how it
Yeah.
happened. Okay.
Yes.
For a second, something came up here. I don't know what it is. Okay. So I went to my Guru Maharaj. I remember I was initiated in the forest, and when we just got out of the forest, I talked to
Yes.
him and I said, "Okay, Guru Maharaj, how can I serve? What now? Okay, I'm initiated. What now? What should I do?" So he said, "You serve His Holiness Gunagrahi Goswami in the
Yes.
same way you serve me. If you serve him very nicely, that will be you serving me." So that means that my attachment to my Guru Maharaj's Vapu, was not that much, because I didn't, I just have to have another guru next, in one sense. So for many, many years, I tried to serve Gunagrahi Goswami very, very, very nicely, no? And I have a lot of association with him, a lot of very intimate connection with him, And when I went the last day to see Guru Maharaj, when he gave me the instructions, I told you, he used to give instructions and send everyone back to their countries, remember? So when he looked at me, he said, "You know what Guru is. You have a very strong connection to your Guru." Why? If I never even talked to Bhakti Tirtha Swami, I mean, very sporadically I talked to Bhakti Tirtha Swami, but I have a strong connection with him because I was doing as much as I can with the Vani that he gave me. So the Vani, the instruction that I have with him was so, and I was trying to do it, very nicely. It connects me very strongly with my Diksha Guru, which is Bhakti Tirtha Swami. And the same thing, doing things nicely with Bhakti Tirtha Swami will connect me very strongly with Srila Prabhupada. And like this is Guru Parampara, which Gurudev said, when I was telling you the episode that he was putting like that, the hand, he said, this is a very strong, we cannot even begin to understand the power of the Guru Parampara. Anyway,
Jai.
there are many
Very,
hands.
very wonderful understanding, Prabhuji, and we are very pleased by all the answers. Vivek Prabhu is his aspiring disciple of Srila Gurudev, and he stays in Vrindavan. So Vivek Prabhu, yeah, he was also there this year for Vyas Puja Bhakti Tirth Maharaj. He was doing so many services. Vivek Prabhu, you can unmute yourself and you can have the conversation.
Sure.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Pranams. Hare Krishna.
So very happy to get a chance to hear from you. So very, very happy for it. You're mentioning a point, Prabhuji, that our connection to the spiritual master should not be like just emotional. So I wanted to understand it better. Like, so understanding I got was like, if the purpose is forgotten, just like, we are having a relationship with the spiritual master, we may see him as our protector, father, like that. But if we forget the purpose of all of this relationship being ultimately for getting us connected to Krishna or becoming pure servant of Krishna, then that thing becomes emotional or just emotional, that you are warning us of, or the pitfall that you're talking about. But I wanted to understand it better, and can you just tell me if
Sure.
my understanding is correct, or some
Sure.
elaboration on that?
Sure. I don't know if I said a mistake. Okay, thank you for correct me, or to just let me know that I could correct it. Emotions must be there because rasa is part of our life. I mean, it's part of a living entity. The living entity, you have tattva, philosophy, the reality of the things, how things are, and you have rasa. something, how things may be according to your emotions. When you put emotions in the wrong place, those emotions become sentimentality. Okay, when you put the emotions in the right place, those emotions becomes become baba, or become the real rasa. Okay, so you have to develop your rasa with your Guru Maharaj, with your spiritual master. The rasa must be developed. For example, you have the nectar of devotion, written by Prabhupada, okay, or commented by Prabhupada. In the first part of the nectar of devotion, you have tattva. And in the second part of the nectar of devotion, you have rasa. So why you have tattva first and then you have rasa later? Because in order to operate in a very correct and with the right vision, the rasa, you need to understand the tattva. In order to understand the dansa ras, the rasa dance, with Krishna in the 10th canto, you need to read 9 cantos first. In these 9 cantos, you're going to get the tattva, enough tattva, to understand why Krishna has millions and millions of women, and he could still be in God, but you have to understand that. So in your relationship with your spiritual master or with anyone, you have the tattva of how to operate the relationship, and then you can go into giving your emotions, opening your heart. But if you open your heart in a very sentimental way without the understanding of how you should open your heart, and then you're always gonna end up with a crazy relationship. It's like, for example, because I think you're from India, and then because you have Dharma very fresh in your life. Okay, it's like a man and woman, If you don't understand what is a woman, you will never know how to treat a woman. The same thing is with a woman. If they don't understand what is a man, they will never know how to treat a man. Therefore, Dharma. Krishna explains, what is the tattoo of a man? What is the tattoo of a woman? What is the tattoo of a dog or a cat? Well, what is the tattoo of the phenomenal world? That's you learn in the brahmacharya. You learn how things work. Once you understand the nature of things, you can deal with those things properly, giving your emotions to it. Therefore, when you understand Guru Tattva, what is the nature of the Tattva? Of the Guru? What is a Guru really? So you understand it better. So your emotions can flow nicely and freely to him, but now with the pure understanding that he's your Guru, and he's not your father, he's not your mother, and he's everything at the same time. He is everything, but you treat him as a guru. You don't treat him as a father, as a wife, because even Bhakti Tirtha Swami one day he said to me, he said, you know how many love letters I receive from my disciples? Love letters. And
Yes.
those love letters, and he said to me this, those love letters, they are not love letters from a guru-disciple relationship.
Yes.
So they just twisted in the it's my Guruji, but actually it's another type of love, which is okay because it's some attachment there, But guruship is a very, very elevated topic. But anyway, for you, just for practicality, is of course you're gonna have to have emotions towards your guru and love towards your guru. You just always keep in mind what is Guru Tattva, okay, and that you are a servant of him, because he's the one who will take you to Goloka Vrindavan, and you will be reacting to his you have to let yourself drive by him. You have to be surrender to him. He's like in the masculine position, and you are in the feminine position. Krishna said, what's that? Okay? Mama Manuartante, Manusia Parta Sarvasaha. As they surrender unto him, unto me, what that means. Krishna in the form of Sankarshan, he in the form of Chaturvyuha and Vishnu, he sent all these living entities into this material world. Okay? So he creates the field, like in Sankarshan, he creates the field. And now living entities enter into that field. By the father, the Pita, I mean, is Krishna. So he's the masculine position. So the living entities are in the feminine position. As the living entities surrender into the masculine, the masculine reacts. Okay? So the thing is that living entities, we are doing so much nonsense. So Krishna reacts according to the nonsense we're doing. But if we surrender unto him, Krishna will react in a very loving way. The same is with the Guru. The Guru will take us towards Krishna. So we just have to surrender. And according as how we surrender, the Guru will act and will give us more mercy. And according to the mercy that the Guru gives us, you react to that mercy. And that it creates a very beautiful, dynamic, and symbiotic relationship between Guru and disciple. So I don't know if that I became too technical or what, but this is how much I guess I can say.
No, it was beautiful, very, very nice. Thank you so much for that.
Haribo.
I could
Yeah.
understand.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. And we also heard some of the devotees told that I heard from Srivas Prabhu one past times when Param Gurudev came to Ghana, then one of the lady, she was very influential lady, and she proposed that she want to marry Bhakti Swami. But then Bhakti Swami said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I have taken the vow of initiation."
Yeah. He said that too. I know that. Yeah, I heard that episode too.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
And surely you have told that that's true. So you have very nicely, Prabhuji, told us about the tattva. The Guru tattva has to be very clear. Then we can go to after that, we can surely go deeper into the emotions. But if we don't have Guru tattva part, then we will not be able to surrender to the Guru as servant and always ready to surrender, be available as a menial servant selflessly. That will not be there, and we will not get the full mercy of the Master. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Imagine what is the most precious thing that we have? Our soul. Right? That's the most precious thing that we have. And we have to give it to someone. That's the most precious thing that we have to give it to someone. And if we are going to give it and put it in the hands of something that something or someone that we don't even know how it works, that's why Guru Tattva is so important. That's why when Guru Maharaj said, Srila Tirtha Swami said, we shouldn't have the Guru as a hero. Our hero, we just have a picture in the mirror there and say, well, that's my Guru. Yeah, I'm initiated, all that. No, you have to develop a relationship with him. As when he told me to don't initiate a relationship with him, and I should have a relationship with Bhakti, Gunagrahi Goswami, I became very deep related to Gunagrahi Goswami, very deep. But it was a working thing, sometimes we fight. Sometimes I have a fight with him, because we were living together and I was serving him. And sometimes I didn't like something, and I just say, just talk in a way that he didn't, and he just chastised me, and like this, because it was a very intimate relationship, and that intimate relationship makes me love so much, that now I'm just that when I came to see my Guru Maharaj Bhakti Tirtha Swami, the last three months was in a very internal thing. very internal thing that I have with him, because I have a training with another, with the one who he told me to develop a relationship. Anyway.
Yes. Jai. That is very wonderful to connect. Sakshi Mataji, you may unmute yourself and you can have conversation.
Hare Krishna. Please accept
Hare
my
Krishna.
humble obeisances, Prabhuji. Thank you so
Bhakti.
much for the wonderful lecture, Prabhuji. Um, I was hearing the hero, as you said, no. So Gurudev also once mentioned hero worship, that we do hero worship. So like when Guru is there, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, and then when Guru is not there, so nothing. So I have 3 questions. So first is
Okay.
about austerity, Prabhuji. You said that you performed some austerities in Radha Kund, near Radha Kund. So I wanted to know what kind of austerities they were, and like we cannot go to Radha Kund because we are students, and so what we can do remaining here. So this is
Okay,
my
first
question.
question. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's what. First of all, I wanted to tell you that I went to Gurudev and I told him very proud, Gurudev, I went 2 months in Radhakund. I read the whole Srimad Bhagavatam and I did this and I did that. And he was in pain, you know. He looked straight at my eyes, you know, with a very stern eyes. And he said, never do that again. So I was very proud, you know. He looked at me and he said, never do that again, you know. I said, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's first thing. Okay, Radhakund, you just can go visit Radhakund, take some bath, you know, just some water on the head, or you may even, you know, bathe a little bit with so much respect, and go from Radhakund. This is not for us in this lifetime. Okay, okay. Well, you know, I don't want to say that it's not for you. Maybe you are Mahabhagavat or something, and I don't know. But anyway, at least not for me, and it's not recommendable. Okay. Well, that's one thing. Austerities. Prabhupada said, you know, sometimes we don't take too very seriously, you know, the austerities that Prabhupada gave us. The austerities that Prabhupada gave us. I don't know why wait a second here. Oh, okay. Sometimes we don't take the austerities that Prabhupada gave us very seriously. Chanting Hare Krishna is a big austerity, okay? So we should chant Hare Krishna very, very nicely and serve the devotees. And in Kali Yuga, particularly in Kali Yuga, to have to be very focused, and make a dynamic relationship to the people who is surrounding you, I would say. You know, for example, in every case, or most of the cases, with your family. You are married with a nice, or with a devotee. Okay, he's the devotee that you have in your house. You have children. Those are devotees are in your house. So you become a very, very good woman. I mean, mother and spouse, and chant Hare Krishna, and you go back home, back to Godhead. That's all. Everything will be there. You know, very nice mother, very nice wife, and chanting Hare Krishna. That is the best thing that you can do for Krishna. You know, for Prabhupada, for the Guru and Krishna. You know, I will say that. And in
Thank
the
you so
case of,
much.
if you, for example, you are not married, that is most of the time, 90%, you know, women get married anyways. If you're not married, or you're a man, you want to be a brahmachari, whatever, whoever is in your environment, wherever devotee is in your environment, you have to deal with them as if they were the last persons on earth, or the last person that you will see at the time of your death. As we understand, no, Gurudev mentioned these five items that we should do for community building. I never remembered them, but anyway, one or two of them is like that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you
Second
so
one.
much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful answer. So, my next question is that you mentioned about his glance. So, I wanted to know how it feels when he glances and when he smiles. So, how it feels.
Okay, you know this the eyes are the soul are the windows to the soul. You know that you heard about that. You know everybody said the eyes are the window of the soul, the windows of the soul. Uh, when someone is pure, you can see their soul. And when they talk to you in wherever they're because their vastu, their body is not different to themselves. The pure devotee is inside and outside is the same. It's pure, okay, of the guru. So whenever he said, whenever he spoke or whatever he looked at you, you were seeing him as it is. He has the quality of showing his purity. It's like when you see Prabhupada. When you see Prabhupada, uh, you can mistake Prabhupada. You may see Prabhupada in one way or another according to your vision, But if he's very very pure, you're gonna get the message across. You're definitely gonna get whatever they're trying to express across. So his eyes were very pure. When he glances, for example, the last days when he were glancing to every one of us, I personally, myself, personally, thought that he was not here in this world anymore. He was in the spiritual world. And he was treating every one of us, as I think I mentioned, I didn't mention this to you, when he was looking at some videos, Prabhupada's Krishna video, and everybody, we were all seated there, So I wasn't there, so I just come up later. And when I came in, he was saying, who enters? Or it's Mahajana and Gurudev. Okay, just give him a seat and give him popcorn. We were taking popcorn. He wasn't taking popcorn, but we all taking popcorn and watching a video. We were like 6 or 7 of us. And when Radhanath Swami came, Radhanath Swami, Radhanath Swami. When he came, he said, who came? It's Radhanath Swami, Guru Maharaj. Okay, give him a seat and give him popcorn. So it's like he was doing difference between me and Radhanath Swami. It's not because I'm so great. He wasn't doing any difference between big devotees and small devotees. He was looking everyone with the same eyes. When he was looking at you, he was looking at you like if you were like a cowherd boy or something, or something like that. It was not like at one point he said, I just don't want to have anything. Don't come to me with all this ISKCON thing, with all this guru thing. I'm not the guru anymore. I'm not an ISKCON anymore. Now I'm trying to concentrate on my eternal relationship with Krishna. And that doesn't mean that ISKCON is not important or that to be a guru is not important. We were not his disciples anymore the last days. In his vision. Okay. So, and his smile, what can I say about the smile? You all know his smile, I don't know, what can I say? Yeah, from a material point of view, he has a beautiful smile. He was a very handsome person too. He was very handsome. And his smile was very pure and very sweet and of course, we all like his smile, And his skin was like a marble. No marble, but ebano. Ebano, I don't know how you said ebano. What is like a black ivory, It's very black and very nice and soft, and everything was very nice. But that's a material thing. I don't know if I should talk about these things. Okay.
It's like black butter.
Yes, exactly. Okay, second one.
Second question.
Oh, someone want to say. I don't want to take over. You are the one who manage it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sakshi. Yes. Same. Second question.
Third question.
Yeah, third
So,
question.
this is it could be very silly and very funny, but I wanted to know. You mentioned Prabhuji where you were there with Maharaj, and Maharaj was seeing these ghosts and negative entities, and you also slept and you also saw these entities. So I wanted to know, like, what were they?
Mhm.
What were
No,
these entities? What you saw?
well, it's not what you see, because you don't see with eyes when you are in a metaphysical platform. Okay, you don't see with eyes. We perceive with your soul. I mean, with your subtle body. Okay, and so I cannot tell you, if they were pink elephant with one eye and or three noses, or if it were if it were witches. But definitely, I felt like they were witches. Like yeah, witches, pisachas, pisachas and ghosts and goblins and all kind of crazy people. So the important thing on this is that they were attacking me very, very badly. And if they were attacking me and he said that they were around, I'm sure they were saying them. I don't think they were attacking them. I mean, they were attacking him, but because I'm whoever I am, nobody, they were attacking me. So, and then I realized, okay, so yeah, he needs some oil, some Nirsinha oil. So I thought the thing with the oil, this is what happened with the oil thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. These were only my questions.
Thank you, Sakshi Mataji,
I
for
were
your question.
2 or 3. Okay, 2. Okay, fine.
Yes. And now we have Rashmi Mataji.
That's me.
Rashmi Mataji is advocate, aspiring disciple of Srila Gurudev from Dehradun, Uttarakhand, India.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. You can
Hare
go ahead.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare.
Pranam.
Dandava
Nice to see
pranams.
you, Prabhuji. I have a question, Prabhuji. Ki what is the real meaning of surrender? Or practically we are surrendered to Guru Maharaj, or बस some practically और मतलब दिखाने के लिए है, या खाली मतलब हम बोल रहे हैं कि हम गुरुदेव के साथ बिल्कुल जुड़े हुए हैं, प्रैक्टिकली हम उनके साथ उनके सरेंडर है, या हम खाली बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि अभी तक भी मुझे तो अभी ऐसा उनके साथ सरेंडर का फील नहीं आया। जैसे आप लोग बहुत अच्छे से रिलीज कर पाते हैं परम गुरुदेव को, पर मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ अभी तक। तो प्लीज मुझे प्रभु जी आप प्लीज एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए, मतलब मैं क्या बोलना चाह रही हूँ।
Thank you. So, Rashmi Mataji's question is, she wants to know, how will I know that I have surrendered to my spiritual master? Because it may be also show off. I may just do a show off, or I may just hang around him and doing things many things I may be doing. But how will I know that I have really surrendered to my spiritual master? Like now, currently, I am not able to relish so much about Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj of times the way all of you are doing. Maybe because I'm not surrendered. So I would like to know all
Okay.
these things. Yes.
I will answer to you in a very simple manner. Hopefully you will accept this, because it's the only way that I can answer to you is in a very simple manner. And I will give it to you with a little story. One Indian man, came and talked to one temple president, and the temple president, was an Indian man who was giving millions of dollars to make a temple, or hundreds and thousands of dollars to make a temple. He was giving very good donations. And one devotee came to him and said, how do you know when to stop to give donations? How do you know that you're really giving enough for Krishna? And he said, when it hurts. When it hurts, I understand that I really surrender. Because usually we don't want to surrender, but when we do things that it hurts a little bit, it doesn't have to hurt a lot, but when it hurts a little bit, you can say, okay, I'm being surrendered. So just create your whole life around a system that you can do service in the way that you always get a little pain, a little pain, a little pain, more pain, more pain, until one point you will get into this into this cycle, and that you don't feel any pain anymore, because you realize your eternal Swarup, which is Krishna Das. Jiva era Swarup Hoy, Krishna era Nitya Das. You are a Krishna Das. And you will realize that your eternal Swarup, which means servant of Krishna, when you do service in the way that is normal to you, raga, you have this attraction to do service, and then you feel comfortable, doing your service. Some people said, well, I'm going on Sankirtan, but I don't enjoy so much going on Sankirtan. You don't have to enjoy, Sankirtan. You have to enjoy with the idea that you are being of assistance, or a servant of the Supreme, and a servant of your Guru Maharaj. That's why the joy comes from there. The joy comes from doing your duty. You know what is the basis of love when you don't have love? You know what is the basis of love? When you make a building, you have to make basement, right? I don't know how you call it. I think in English you make the basement, the base.
Yes,
The pillars, the basement. When you don't have love, which most of us we don't have, when you don't have love and you want to create love out of nothing, you know what is the best thing that you have to do? Duty. Duty is the first thing. On duty, you can build love. Okay? So when we get close to Krishna, or to the Lord, or to God himself in any religion, what is the first thing that they ask us to do? Fulfill your duty as a spirit soul, as wherever, your Swadharma, which is your Dharma or Swadharma, whatever. You do your duty, and from your duty, you're going to build up love. The same thing is in your relationship with your husband, and you Indians, you know this very well, because in India, you come to love your husband because you respect, your husband or your wife. You respect the qualities of that person, not because it's beautiful, and because many Indian people don't even know themselves when they get married, So you develop love by admiration. In the West, we develop love by impression. If she is very nicely, if she or he has money, or this, so they become impressed in the beginning, but then 5 years down the road, they are not impressed anymore. But Indians, you have a very low rate of divorce, because you build a relationship based on admiration, based on fulfilling your dharma. You fulfill your dharma, he fulfills his dharma, and then those are the basis of love. So if we fulfill our dharma towards our guru, we fulfill our dharmas to our God, eventually we accustom, to do whatever we're supposed to do, and then we're going to start to have raga, attraction. It's like you say, in the first 9 steps of Bhakti. At one point, after you become, clean from anartha nivritti, and then what is after anartha nivritti, what it comes? It become Nishtha. You become fixed up in cleaning. And because what it means, fixed up in cleaning, it means that you have to take the broom every day, and you have to go and broom and sweep the floor, okay? So once you get a costume that you know that you have to go and sweep the room, sweep the floor, and then you said, well, actually, I like what I'm doing, and then you become attracted. You have some ruchi, attractive. So the same thing is with renunciation. To surrender. When you want to surrender, you first do your service. Your service and your duty is to surrender to your Guru Maharaj. You do it every day. You do it as your Guru Maharaj is telling you, and always a little pain, a little pain, a little you won't feel pain anymore because you know that your eternal Swarup is connected to the service of your Guru Maharaj. This is what I can humbly say. But if you want to know more about surrender, there is a wonderful book from Bhakti Tirtha Swami. In fact, it's the last book that he wrote that is called Surrender. Just get that book, buy it. If you speak English, read it, and then you know exactly what it means to be surrender.
Yes, yes, the surrender, a key to eternal life.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Thank you very
you
much.
hear it from him, from me is wherever,
Yes,
Right.
it's a beautiful explanation. I also heard from Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj that without pain, there is no love. So as you
Yes.
told that we have to increase a little pain, more, and we will reach to the topmost level of surrender. In one lecture, I was hearing from Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, that is one of my maybe the most favorite lecture, and it was at last time he gave die for die, and there he was telling that we are not here to chant japa, to read books, to do bhajan, to make temples, do book distribution, and anything. If we don't come to the point of having our constitutional relationship with Krishna, if that is not achieved, then these things are also not of much use. Although we have to do all these things, but these things should take us to that level. So you also explain the same thing very wonderfully. Thank you very much. I do not see any other hand and questions. So for that time, I have one query personally. This is coming from my experience and also the experience going to be in future. Prabhuji, my question is, 2005, Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj left body for the physical world. He left, although he is always there with everybody who want to access. I have also felt, and you also might tell more, that many devotees and disciples must have felt or went through a lot of challenges and difficulties after the Guru or Acharya leaves. But if you see by experience, they were with Guru. They were doing sadhana, seva, and they were enjoying kirtan, doing so many things. What are those things which a devotee or a disciple is lacking, which is making somebody is to fall down after the Guru leaves, or these serious challenges, or even if you don't fall down, we are just a mediocre devotee, we are a normal person. So because somehow or other in future we also will have same position. Our spiritual master and the acharyas and the proper disciples, they are leaving the body. They will leave. The leader, our hero, they will leave us. But now we have that opportunity. How should I practice, or not just practice, how should I develop these techniques, the relationships, that after the Guru has gone, we become more stronger, like a father who expect from the children that they should take the business, expand business more, go more further. But by the experiences, we see many devotees, the disciples, they go down challenges. Why it happens? If you can also share with your own personal things also, we are okay. But you want to know it to safeguard us and to really do the real service. Thank you, brother.
You're gonna get all this better from Bhakti, of course, better from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He talks in some of his books. I don't remember the book, but Gurudev asked us to read about Bhakti Vinod Thakur's tattva on this. Okay, but from my experience, I can tell you, from my knowledge, I can tell you that is not because you have a strong, these devotees don't have a strong relationship and knowledge about the relationship with Prabhupada. Okay? Because our guru is Prabhupada, and he never left, and he never left, and he never fell down. So when we are too attached to Bapu, to the personal company with the guru, we think that everything is contained within that Vapu, within that Vastu, within that vessel, container, that we could see. That we could see. It's the same thing happened when you're taking Siksha or Diksha. In order to make this known in the universe, you need to take Diksha. You need to go to a fire. You need to have your sacred thread. You need to have your new name. But actually, the most important thing is that you need to follow the instructions of the Guru Maharaj, of the spiritual master. So these things, external things, are not less important. I'm not no important, but are less important. The same thing is your Vapu is not the whole in all. Your relationship with the Guru Parampara is you are connected to your Guru because your Guru is connecting connecting you with the Guru Parampara. So we have a Prabhupada as our spiritual master. But we got initiated by we got Diksha from our Guru, who is connecting us with Prabhupada. So when this Guru goes, and then let us reflect on this. Let us reflect on this. Why we choose Bhakti Tirtha Swami and we don't choose, some other Guru? I won't give names, but some other Guru, Vishnu Swami, whatever, Why? Because we like the mood, we like some way or another, we like that personality who came to give us Prabhupada. We want to have Prabhupada through that personality, that particular way of preaching, that particular way of dealing with us, that particular way of whatever. Okay, so when he leaves, the only thing that it remains with us is his teachings, which are not different than Prabhupada's teachings, but the thing that we will miss the most is his mood and his personal dealings with us. Okay, that we won't have anymore. So the only thing remains with us is the memory of those things. Oh, I remember when I was with my Guru Maharaj, it was so sweet and so nice, and it was okay. But our eternal relationship is with the Guru Parampara. Fine. So just to live, to become, when we become depressed, because our Guru Maharaj left, you can become depressed, because even in this song of Narottam Das Thakur, he said, I want to smash my head, against the rock, because everybody left. Everybody left. I want to be with them. And it's not that Narottam Das Thakur don't know the connection that he has with Krishna. He knows the connection, but he wants to have the association of these wonderful Vaishnavas. But when these wonderful Vaishnavas, they leave, and then you become very sad and very depressed. But the sadness and depression is some material thing that you're going to have to work on a psychological level, but there's nothing transcendental about it. You work it out in a material level, in a psychological level, because you still are connected. He never left you. He always is with you there, because he's a representative of the Guru Maharaj. So he always will live forever with you in the Vani form. Okay, so the devotees who has this problem is the devotees who have this psychological thing on not worked out properly. Okay, doesn't matter. Them later on they will come up into the real, because the Guru will help them. It's like, for example, when he left, in one sense I became sad, but in another sense I became, now I understand that he will be everywhere. He won't be only in Gitanagari. He won't be in Washington, D.C. He won't be in some place around the world, and I'm going to be in Argentina or wherever I'm going to be. No, he's everywhere now. So I become more connected to him. And then if you understand that, you understand you never leave your guru never will leave you. So if you, this is what I will say to you, so you can improve this. I mean, not improve, but don't fall into this trap. Okay, this is what I will say to you. But at the same time, I know this may happen because it's a psychological thing. Okay, when my Guru Maharaj left, and also is the evolution. This is something that you have to understand too. There is also, you have the evolution of your journey in Krishna consciousness. There is not that things won't happen because your Guru is there. You may be traveling in your Krishna consciousness, and now it happens that you have difficulties in your life, even if your Guru is there. Okay. So when, for example, personally, when my Guru left, and I was very strong in Krishna consciousness at that time, when my Guru left, I was strong for many years after that. But at one point in my life, in the evolution of my journey in spiritual, I became very, I won't say that I became very fallen, but I will say I passed through a very difficult time in my life. Very difficult time. But, because I know what was the Vani, I keep doing it. I chant my round. I never left my rounds. I follow the regs, etc., etc. But it was a difficult time for me. So that's because it's the evolution of your life anyways. It's not that because the Guru leaves, you fall down. It's not like that. I don't know if that goes more or less answer your question.
Yes. It is surely going to help us, because now we are going to, one thing you spoke about, that Guru never leaves, and Guru is going to stay with us with the warning, and it's a psychological thing. We have to understand and work on that in that way. That Guru Tattva, Srila Prabhupada has sent Bhakti Maharaj has sent us Guru, and now in that way we are going to connect to Srila Prabhupada, and they are always there. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. I was having one devotee, Bhakta B. Maybe he's your.
Maybe he just.
Yeah, he's not there now.
Oh, okay.
He came. He just sent you a message for you. He wrote something that, "Thank you, Mahajana Prabhu, for sharing wonderful libations and memories nectar." So he came for some time. He was raising his hand, but now he's not there. So we will be, Prabhuji, it will be more helpful for us if maybe Sakshi Mataji can connect to you and get all the names of devotees who are there with you at the Gita Nagari.
Yes.
Last time, and also like you may be knowing the best, because we don't know anything. You know the devotees who know Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj and who have that kind of relationship, very sweet, which you can suggest us. We can approach them. So we would like to hear more such pastime, because every disciple also has a unique relationship with Guru.
Exactly.
So if we would like to know more and more about Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, and also these things will help the future generations as well. So
yeah, they were like 8, the caretakers were 8. I think I remember the names of 6 of them. I will ask for the other names.
Yes.
And they all they're very, very close to him.
Yes.
And also, as you said, every disciple experienced in a different way, how they were connected in a different way, because the Guru speaks to every disciple, not speaks with words, but speaks heart to heart in a different way. So, and those are wonderful devotees. They still on on the horse, as I said, is still on the battlefield, fighting wonderful, very pure-hearted devotees, and I'm sure they will give wonderful insights, and I'm looking forward to listen to them too. Okay.
Yes, that will be great. And we have
Yes.
Vardayani Mataji now, one of our sister. She is aspiring disciple of Srila Gurudev from Pune, Maharashtra, and she has some queries. Yes, Mataji, you can go ahead, Vardayani.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanva
Haribol.
Pranam
Dhanwad.
for sharing nectar. I'm completely dry devotee. Thank you for sharing the nectar. Uh, Prabhuji, my question is that, like you said, very beautiful point that we should have compassion, and the best thing is devotee care. But like all the jivas which are living around us, but Prabhuji, my problem is that I'm so much in myself with my Krishna conscious problem that my japa is not good. I have some fears due to family that I always like when serving time comes, I feel that I am not filled it myself what I will serve others. So like I'm myself very empty, though I'm practicing, but still I feel that I'm so lacking in myself that how can I serve others? I don't feel any compassion. I feel that no, my problem is important. And I don't serve anyone around me because I feel that I'm so much with myself. And other people also same thing. They also say same comment to me that you are very selfish or you are always absorbed in yourself. You have so much bhakti, and this way I'm preaching very badly to others that you are like this. So can you please help? Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was saying about you doing things for by duty. You know, you're duty bound to chant your rounds, but you're duty bound to serve the devotees. It's like when Prabhupada said, when they were saying to Prabhupada, I don't have any humility and I don't feel to bow down. Prabhupada said, you bow down and then the humility will come. Okay, fine. That's one thing. So the only thing that you have to concentrate on at this point is just to chant good rounds. But you know, there is also a tricky thing there because it's well, you know, the main thing is chanting my rounds. But many devotees said the main thing is chanting the rounds, and they just go Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 and they lie to themselves that they are chanting the rounds, but also in a subtle way they said, I just get into my rounds and I don't deal with this horrible world that surrounded me, you know? And so that's a very subtle thing. So I would say that you take two things, as we said, that love, when we talk about love, we talk about compassion and mercy, as you were asking. If you want to develop love, you have to develop love based on duty. And I will say personally, if I was your mentor or something, because you are asking me, I will say, I don't know if Guru Maharaj will say this, but I will say this for what I learned from him, is you concentrate in two duties, is in chanting your rounds nicely, because that's everything, you know, everything will accommodate, you know, and just serve the devotees as your duty, even if you don't feel it, you know, because when you serve the devotees, you will start to understand that actually the nectar and the realizations that come from serving the devotees will help you to chant better rounds. And chanting very good rounds, it will help you with the right understanding to serve selflessly to the devotees. So it's both things are nurturing each other, you know. And I will put that as your two duties, you know. Just do it as a duty, and eventually will come, because as you said, you are very new. Okay, you're very new in this process. So this is the process the Prabhupada gave us.
Yeah. And I got reminded of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who said these same two things, Nam Ruchi and Vaishnav Seva.
Okay.
So we do
So
these
I'm not very erudite. I'm not very erudite, but it seems like you know, Gurudev enlightened me so to say the same thing as Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Ki Jai. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know the Guru. I mean, probably because we've been reading for so many years, these things are in your head, you know, sometimes somehow they come up, you know. But I didn't remember that Bhaktivinoda Thakur were saying that. Yes, okay. So you got
Yes.
it right there.
Yes. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the very practical answer of chanting holy name nicely over 16 rounds and doing seva. Even if you don't like as a duty, we do Vaishno Seva. And if you keep doing both things, slowly our compassion will develop and the love will develop. Thank you very much. And I have one more request with you, Prabhuji, that as you told that you have been serving, giving interview in TV programs and other things. So anytime we would also like to take your help, or maybe you can suggest us some ways we can do preaching from the books of Srila Param Gurudev here in India. Nowadays, many people are in need of these technologies, spiritual technologies. So maybe I can also write you personally for that. But just because you mentioned me, because I do not know about your preaching field. When I meet you in Mayapur next year, then surely we will have more exchanges of our preaching activities. And we would also like to invite you to our place, although it's a very, very small place. And we have started a new center in one of the very small and humble city of Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, I would love to go there. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe by the time next year we will have some devotees connected to the center. So we just started 7 months back in September.
Wow, congratulations.
24. That is the so our vision is to have the teachings of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada showing in this community. If anyone comes here, they should get reminded of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Although all these temples are meant for that, to remind Srila Prabhupada, but slowly by the effect of Maya, it's not happening everywhere. Many places we don't have that much dynamic feelings of those 1970s and 1980s era of Srila Prabhupada. That is also one of the reason our faith is going little weaker and down in the Srila Prabhupada words. And many devotees are also drifting away to the other sampradaya, other devotees, other Goswamis. Not because that they can that they are getting inspired by them, but also because we are not having full faith in Srila Prabhupada words and our Acharya's words. So we would also invite you, in whenever you come to India, you are most welcome to come to our places like Dehradun and other places. Many devotees are from Dehradun, including Sakshi. Yeah, Sakshi is from Dehradun.
Okay.
So you are most welcome always, because we are going to see Srila Bhakti Maharaj through you more and more, through our spiritual master. So it's our invitation to you forever.
Forever. Wow, that's a good one. Let me tell you that I'm very grateful for that invitation. I will do my best. I was thinking yesterday, some devotees told me, can we go to India with you? I said, okay, we can go. So probably I'm going to make a group next year to go to India. I would really like to go and see how it goes. Maybe I can go to the place that you are inviting me to, and I would love to do it. Regarding my preaching engagement, at this point, I'm open. I mean, this is my service. I would love to. For some reason, Krishna moved me away from preaching. I mean, from a very active preaching, as I was preaching before, for a few years. So I have to concentrate on my family. but now I'm a little bit more, I have more time, and I wanted to serve the devotees. I don't know what I can do. Sometimes I wash pots, sometimes I sweep floors, and sometimes I speak. If I can speak and it helps you, I can do the service. I don't problem. You know, if you think that will help you in your Krishna consciousness, you can arrange any program online, of course, because you're in India.
Yes.
Arrange any programs, and I will be here to serve you. You just have to arrange the timings and all that. Okay, if
Yes.
you think that I will help. And that's all, as much as I can say. And thank you very much again. It was a wonderful being with all of you. And this also, actually, you are not doing service only to these, 15 devotees or 20 here, because I'm sharing your link to all the Bhakti Tirtha Swami's disciples, and in a group that we have, and everybody is very, very happy of the wonderful service that you are doing. So we really, really, we really appreciate what you're doing. And also, not only that, we also sharing this link into a group of Chandramauli Swami's disciple. You know, Chandramauli Swami was very, very close. It is very close. He is very close to Bhakti Tirtha Swami. So everybody is really happy with all this service that you are doing. So thank you again for everything.
Thank you very much. And next week, we will have some more devotees whom you will suggest, and Sakshi Mataji will get connected with you, and we will invite the devotees. So we'll try to keep maybe twice a month such kind of sessions for 2 hours on Saturdays, because Saturday is also off day in India for many devotees. And for me also, it's a light day on Saturday. So it will be very helpful. And always our humble request is to keep us in your prayers to Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, that he gives us strength. He also makes us uncomfortable. He doesn't make us comfortable in this material world, in our preaching activity, that, oh, now I have got so much. We also become a dynamic preacher, following the footsteps of Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, always chanting our rounds very nicely, getting up early morning, doing nice Mangal Arti, dancing, and going out for preaching. And also the most important, development of love and compassion for all the living entities, not just for the ISKCON devotees or just for our own God brothers, God sisters, but the entire planet. Like he says, a spiritual warrior is meant to raise the consciousness of the planet. So we develop those kind of thought processes within. So because you are very close to Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, your prayers will reach to him faster. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you please pray for me. Maybe you are closer than me. I'm sure you're closer than me. Anyway, thank you very much for everything. And
We see
please
you.
keep me in your prayers too.
Thank you. We see you next week.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, the great BT Swami, Swami Krishnapad, the dancing black Chaitanya, Srila Param Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Bye.
His Grace Mahajan Prabhu ki jai. समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय. Srila Prabhupada, the ISKCON founder Acarya, Jagat Guru, BBT Acharya, spreading the holy name all over the world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Bol.
Thank you very much.